2 days after 11 people were shot dead by a gunman near Los Angeles, there's been a new deadly gun attack in California. 7 people have been killed at 2 farms near Half Moon Bay, south of San Francisco. Pictures show the suspect being pinned to the ground and taken into custody without further incident after he was found in his car. He's been identified as Xiao Zhunli, a 67-year-old man who worked at one of the locations where the shootings took place.
I don't believe in coincidence, and that especially applies here, what's been going on in California for the past couple of days. I think even that term coincidence is a logical fallacy. Now, here we have separate shootings, mass shootings, committed by Asian men, elderly Asian men, by the way. And when you see these stories, it's no wonder that people on sites like Reddit say that these are false flags or hoaxes, because these things don't sound organic.
Big story coming in from the United States. 7 people killed in 2 separate shooting incidents in the state of California. The shooting took place in Half Moon Bay, Northern California's agriculture region, that is. Sheriff of the San Mateo County has confirmed the incident. Posting a tweet, he said that the police officials are looking into the incident, which claimed multiple lives and injured several others. The suspect is now in custody. However, it is not clear if both incidents are related.
Now, this whole thing could be one big nothing burger, but I've lived long enough to know that when the mass media promotes a story, there's usually something behind it. There's usually an agenda behind it. Remember, mass media is owned by a handful of corporations at this point. I think it's like 4 or 5, maybe 6. And it was Richard Milhouse Nixon who said that Americans will believe anything if they see it on TV.
The deadly incident took place days after the shootout in Southern California, where 11 people were killed after a 72-year-old gunman opened fire during Lunar New Year celebrations.
But I ask you, what are the odds of 2 elderly Asian men committing mass shootings in the same state just days apart? I don't believe in coincidence.
California has some of the toughest gun control laws in this country, but the 2 shootings near San Francisco constitute the 6th mass shooting in this country this year alone. The White House has said that President Biden is being kept aware of developments.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was William Randolph Hearst who said to the government, you provide the war and I'll provide the pictures. The mainstream media is known as the Fourth Estate, but remember, these guys are owned and programmed by a handful of corporations. They also want to divide and conquer us. I noticed that in the past, 10, 15 years, they want to promote certain ideas, certain policies that will cause us to want to go at each other's throats, like race and gender and things like that. Don't fall for it, folks. Let me say this. So I don't know what's going on in California right now with all of this chaos going on in the past couple of days, but I encourage you, if you are listening to me right now, especially Californians, I encourage you to look beneath the surface, read between the lines, exercise your abstract thought, and determine for yourself what you think might be going on.